This is a first impression video of the recent Chinese web drama 许你浮生若梦, Grant You a Dreamlike Life. Hi, you're watching AvenueX, where a junkie on good storytelling shares their thoughts, knowledge, and occasional weird ideas on stories and how they're told. I've been away for a while, and I'm still going to be away for another while, so I'm not sure when I'll be able to make the next video on my channel. Hopefully, everything will go back to normal by the end of September. Because of my really hectic schedule recently, I didn't have time to watch dramas properly. So this is the only one that I've managed to finish the first 10 episodes that I think now is the right time to do a first impression. The reason to do this video and not talk about other dramas but this one is because I know a lot of my audience are wondering what this drama is about, whether it's worth watching because of the sudden rise of fame of the lead actor Zhu Yilong during this summer because of Zhen Hun's super popularity in China. I mean, this is pretty much why people are watching 许你浮生若梦 in China as well. If it wasn't for his shot to stardom, nobody would probably care that much about this drama. So I did go to watch the first 10 episodes. This is a 40 episode drama based on another IP novel. It's set in Mingguo period, which I've talked about previously in my other videos, which is a very peculiar time during modern Chinese history. And this is a 40 episode drama, so yeah, another really draggy and watered down production, because the original novel is actually super short. It's really content for about 20 episodes of drama maximum. Now it's 40, so yeah, you can expect what kind of quality this would indicate. So if you're wondering about my opinion after the first 10 episodes, I would recommend this drama to people who really like Zhu Yilong, and I would recommend you to watch the cut that only has him in it and just ignore the story. I think actually the production company knows what kind of stuff they have on their hand, what really is this drama. So they actually produced a Zhu Yilong, the male lead actor, specific cut on its official streaming site. I haven't seen people doing this. It clearly shows they know the only part that's worth watching in this drama is the lead actor. Everything else is like, we can just ignore it. It's just there to make it reasonable for his acting to exist. Because the original story is written, again, like a high schooler who is too bored at school and who's just creating their own fantasy. It's a very Mary Sue novel of very naive perception of everything. Definitely way below my age range. And also, I think it's kind of going out of fashion these days for general audiences as well. So really, nobody is in it for the story. Maybe there are people who really like the lead female actress, AvenueX. She played the snake in 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms. Personally, I think she's quite cute. When she's doing it correctly, she can be okay on screen. But I think for this drama, because the story is just so weak, nobody can really say reasonably deliver a good performance based on the characters and the story that they're given. Then the rest of the supporting cast or the core main cast are all made of young actresses that you've never heard of, and their acting are just all over the place. If it really wasn't for Zhu Yilong, this drama would be unwatchable. And also, this drama has some of the worst. I have to rant here because I did graduate from film school, even though that's a long time ago. There are things that I would just pick out the first instance when I see, and I would scream. In terms of editing, which shot follows which one. It doesn't even, in many scenes, it doesn't even tell you a clear visual story. It doesn't give you logic about where everybody is positioned in this scene, how they are talking to each other, how it relates when action happens, who is doing what to whom. Like, it's unclear. The lighting is, again, very unprofessional. The only thing it did better than heavy sweetness is it did use a lot of diffuser, maybe a little bit too much. So the light is soft, but the light is so flat. I mean, Zhu Yilong has very strong profile. He has a very sort of strong, clean lined nose, at least within sort of the Asian race. Yet this drama is able to light him to the point where you can't find where his nose is on his face. I'm just, wow, flabbergasted. And then the camera work is also extremely amateur. The way that the shots are framed, the way camera moves, whether it chooses to stay still or track or dolly or zooming or out or anything. There's like no clear idea about the cinematographer behind the lens. Like he doesn't really know exactly what he wants to capture within each scene. And then again, like I said, the editing is just, oh. It looks like the crew is somebody who has never been trained in the proper school, and they're just like randomly grabbed from street and pulled into the crew and do the job. And the CGI is, oh wow. Oh my god. The green screen CGI while people are riding motorcycles is horrendous. Not to mention some plane CGI, which is in the first episode, is just epically horrible. So yeah, I basically said everything bad about what you can say about a drama for this drama. Within the Bilibili website that I mentioned previously, where I upload my edits, a lot of editing friends that I've made over there are joking that Dreamlike Life, this drama, is really a huge resource library of Zhu Yilong's facial expression of certain things that are really good to use for editing, and then a huge original voice sound library, so that in the future, if we want to edit some of his lines, find certain words that he's spoken with his voice, and then put it into something we want to make, this is a resource library. And that's the purpose of this drama's existence. Personally, I think it's a very fair assessment. So as a drama, I definitely wouldn't recommend it to keep it on any of your watch list. But as a fan, if you really like him, he is the only good actor or main actor in this drama that's worth watching. And he still aces at delivering performances with very micro expressions. I think that's one of his really, really superhuman strengths. Also, I think the reason that this drama is so crappy and he's in it is because when it was filming, which was last year probably, he was still not that famous. He really didn't enter the spotlight until this summer. So previously, he just didn't have resources. People didn't deliver good scripts to him. He had no choice. I think he even said in one of the interviews that Xu Ni's script is one of the best that he was given at the time he decided to do this drama. The rest are even worse. So that's a really sad situation. I really hope after the super success of Guardian, his commercial value has completely just changed a level. There's a quantum leap happened. I hope because of that, in the future, he is able to get much better scripts and he can have much more freedom in terms of choosing what he wants to be in. He's a really good actor. Shouldn't be wasted in those blah dramas. So that's my first impression of Xu Ni 浮生若梦 Grant You a Dreamlike Life. Hopefully I can get a few more videos made before the end of this month, but everything is kind of really up in the air right now. I have no idea when I can get around to make other videos. There are a couple of Chinese dramas that I am watching right now that looks semi-interesting, such as Madhouse and such as Eagle and Youngster. But then one of them it has a really, really dark, underexposed look. That's intentional. that I find really hard to deal with visually. It's just me. Then the other one is another 40 episodes drama. Like, people, can you just make 20 episodes drama? Make it well these days. And as for the rest bigger ones like Ru Yi Zhuan, whatever, I haven't been watching that for a while. Maybe I'll jump back and watch a load of them while I'm assembling IKEA, which is true because I'm actually buying new IKEA stuff, so makes sense. That's the end of this video. Thank you for watching AvenueX. Please take care. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.